Okay. Britney Spears. Uh, let's see how Britney Spears is doing. Britney Spears. Okay. It's kind of hard to connect with her. Um, maybe she just wants to be left alone, in a sense. She doesn't want to be questioned into, and she likes the way I'm approaching her, because I see I respect her for her the way she wants to be dealt with, and the way she wants to be dealt with is just to be observed, not questioned. That's what I feel. She likes being observed, therefore she likes, everybody likes some sort of attention, everybody needs connections, but she doesn't want to be meddled with. That's the thing. She's angry. She's so angry about people just want to meddle with her. People want to control her, and she is in rage about this, and I think actually that's good, but in a sense, if she's able to deal with this with whatever feelings this rage brings, she's able to distance herself from. In this lifetime, she was able to distance herself. She learned how to distance herself from caring about what people think, public perception, people's perception. She learned how to not care, and that's her source of power right now. And I commend her for that. Like, that's a big thing she learned. Not really sure how difficult that was for her to learn. I'm not sure if she really cared before as much or not. She had predispositions of not really caring, in a sense of having a lot of self-doubt and self-confidence issues. She didn't have that much, so it wasn't that kind of a struggle of overcoming that idea of needing to care about what people think of her. She taught actually she's trying to teach her family this, whatever she learned, that it's okay if you don't care about what people think of you, but of course their family do not want to learn this. They are very close minded about this. They think their way is the best, and she's just a child, and she cannot put her point across to them in any way, and that's very tragic. Because she does not feel heard, she does not feel valued in her life. Overall, she does not feel listened to and respected, and that's just bringing her into some demise. She's very hung up on needing to be perceived in a certain way. It's really funny because she learned how to not care about being perceived in a certain way, but she at the same time is very hung up about being needing to be perceived in a certain way by her family, uh, in order to, like, in a way of respecting her way of not caring. She needs to know that people care about that she doesn't care. Which is which can be very difficult for your mind to wrap around against. Like, what is this? You know, I learned this, it feels good, but at the same time I need to learn the opposite. This cognitive dissonance is very difficult for the mind. um, and this is very difficult if people don't understand what is happening with her. And it's very difficult to get help, you know, if people really need to listen, in order for them to hear, so that she can get proper help. But it's very difficult for people to wrap their heads around what actually she needs. Okay, but let's see what the card says about Britney Spears, and the way my reading was till now. How does Britney Spears feel about her? I think she just needs to be heard, not kind of. She just needs to be perceived and not really touched much. Is that the meshment? She does not want to be meshed. Okay, let's see what the card says. 3 cards. And one more from this deck. Britney Spears. Oh, she has lots of animal guides. She has lots of animal spirit guides that really care for her, because animals can be tend to be very like no, kind of non-judgment, but not in a human kind of way. Animals have this instinct, and it doesn't really, judgment doesn't really exist in the same way as we humans use the judgment for. It's like we misuse the judgment. So let's see. Yeah, it's like she's just running and running and running in her trying to prove her point of view, which is something she learned. It's a very, very smart thing that she learned, but she's not smart in managing this wisdom. But so let's see. Yeah, it's just this feeling of she will not be able to move forward or even see or have some clarity about whatever is happening with her, because she just wants to run away from the work that needs to be done in order to get whatever she needs. She does not want to do the work. She's very jaded, understandably so, because work for her means, in her mind, it means being used, and she's not separating those two, work, and that work might be something beneficial for her mind. She does not have those separation, and work for her is clarity, and in order for her to have some clarity, she needs to work on herself to decide that she's gonna choose into clarity. But she equates work with being used, with being a slave, a slave for you, which is like a millennial kind of a fight. She's very jaded, but it's very understandable. Jesus. Yeah, it's like kind of like she does not want to, and that's just her way right now. She does not want to accept work. She's not there yet, in order for her to see that work is beneficial, and that's good, because she is, even though work would be work in the sense of working on her patterns of clarity, be able to be closer to clarity, is actually good, would be good for her, and that would mean progress and progress. For right now, she needs complete, not work. She needs absent-mindedness. It may feel like, and all the world is saying, that if you don't work, it's not good. But right now, she needs an experience of not working on these things, in order to see what that means for her, so that she can find herself through it. Right now, she needs procrastination. She needs not work. She needs freedom. Freedom is a big one. She needs this feeling of being a teenager crazy. That kind of experience, even though it's not, of course, I wouldn't say good, or beneficial, but right now it is beneficial. Anyway, she's rejecting work right now. But we, of course, are behind her. If that's what she's choosing, it must be something good for her. That she's choosing this aloofness. Yeah, that's what it is. Let's see what happens with this aloofness for her. In how long will this aloofness last, or she just wants to last forever, because that's the nature of aloofness, freedom. But she's basically discovering what freedom is. Is freedom aloofness for her? She's asking that question. She knows that there's something in the beauty. She knows there's these roses, and she has some connection with the roses and the beauty, and this soft pastel colors. She knows that her like kind of saving grace is beauty. Beauty. Yeah, that's kind of like a silver lining, in order for her not to be completely gone in this aloofness and absent-mindedness. Beauty is her saving kind of grace with that's why she wants to. There's something tangible still about her life right now, is the flight flight for beauty in her life, and what beauty means for her. uh, Beauty, yeah, actually, what, that's the big question, what beauty means for her, not for anybody else, but her, because her soul is so hung up on freedom, and her silver lining is beauty. um, let's see one more card about Britney Spears. Yeah, these two kind of work together in a sense of when she cuts, when she will be able to come closer to solving this mind conundrum of freedom versus, is freedom aloofness, basically. That's her question right now. And with the help of beauty, she will be able to see that behind all this questioning is actually the need for her to feel like people respect her. Then she will get her way, then she will, that's what she needs, that's what she wants, basically. Yeah, but it's difficult because we all fall in these patterns of going about what we need and want in a kind of a destructive way, especially with the millennial generation, because we are so jaded by the world that we are big rebels. We're just big teenagers, and you can just get caught up in this rebellion mode, and that can really mess with your mind sometimes, because you can't get out of this pattern, even though you have something to say, but you will not be heard because you're using the wrong kind of modality to be heard. And that's just the way of the world. Like, she does not want to admit to herself that the way she wants to be heard by and seen by any means necessary. Basically, she wants unconditional love, but maybe the world is not designed that way. Maybe the world right now, especially, is not that way, and she wants to have an idealized world. But the world is not idealized. She does not want to surrender to the world that it is. The world can be very harsh sometimes, and the animals know. Animals know that the world is not entitlement. Basically, it's there is no such thing as entitlement in nature. That's why she connects with animals. She feels like they have the answer. They have something. They have the knowledge. They have the wisdom. But she's not able to touch it because she is a conditioned human, and she sees animals as free. But she cannot touch that. What is it that makes them free? Because she's so caught up in this human patterns of rebellion, resentment, And the resentment is a big one. How do you get out of the resentment? Yeah, she's asking herself, and she's also asking, is aloofness freedom? And whatever she actually wants is to be respected. Um, but she wants just to have respect, not actually earn respect. um, yeah. Good luck.